Hi, everyone. There. Thank you so much for being here. I just have been reading up on the cards I pulled, on the energy I've been getting. So I do have the cards out. I did start early, about an hour early. I have had a really busy day with readings. I'm very thankful for everyone that got a reading from me. For those that booked, um, for recorded readings, they will literally be on the way tomorrow, but today was one of those busy days. So I decided to begin early and I'll just wait for a couple people to come on. Hi, thank you for being here. Yeah, okay. So before I forget the actual title, I already know why I put that there. I've been getting downloads. If you're on my Patreon, you already know today's a day of downloads for me. So it's been pretty intense. And there's this energy I'm getting, like specifically right now, more that you're dealing with someone who's actually a bit immature. And if you feel this is true, you are right. Whether this person may have mental issues, and it's not a bad thing, like a lot of us have them, right? One way or another, or childhood issues. All of this came up. We have Peter Pan here as well. Let me just flip my, so I have to flip this over. My phone's flashing. Okay, but where do I start here? So I pulled some cards to get an overall message about what this masculine is actually thinking about the divine feminine. Because the energy I'm picking up is that the divine feminine for some of the masculines isn't being challenging enough. And you shouldn't have to be challenging if you don't want to be. But to be honest, it is kind of also a reflection of self worth, right? Like if your person's not treating you good. And I kind of see here, it's not that he's not treating you good, but he's very childlike for the DM. Okay. So I'm just going to start right where I started with pulling the cards. I pulled some extra messages. I pulled what should you do for peace and peace of mind in this situation. Um, yeah, we'll do that. So I started here. No, I started here because I remember. Okay, I asked the overall energy, what this masculine is feeling about the divine feminine, and I'm going to show you how the cards came out because there's a huge message here. Um, and the main card that came out is the song. So, the nice thing about this, I'll just get right to the end of the description of this card. And it says if you're in a relationship that's confusing, um, to listen to the other person's song to get your answers. And I felt like that has to do with the fact that you may have to realize for some of all of us, right? I'm just going to put myself in there with you. We may all have to take a look at what level we're at now because for many of us, we've actually leveled up to like look at how sensitive, and I will say I'm getting a few different energies, but I'm going to say for the first part of it, this woman's very caring, very giving. I don't love that she's leaning forward so much because that's the type of energy that's pushing this childlike energy away, but she's just giving of herself. She's being vulnerable. So listen to this message because it tied together very strangely. The other cards that showed themselves were Peter Pan and the Fairy of Naughtiness. And this is what I got here. There's something for some of you. Sorry, guys. I don't know if there's something happening. Okay. For some of you, this was a message that I got. There's something about you, and it can literally be about your face that reminds you or reminds this person of someone. So it may be their mother, it may be an ex, it may be someone that did them wrong because, like, with all the cards that I read, that type of energy came up. Um, there's something here that it triggers this person, especially when you're being so caring to them. That's what I got. And this is why we have the Peter Pan and the Fairy of Naughtiness. It's almost like this person can't help, but it's what it says in the description is tilt the world in one way or another, just doing something to kind of annoy people. And I don't think that this person has any control over that because the other card that came out is in two minds. So where do we go from there? I asked, what does the divine masculine, how do they view the divine feminine? And you got the star card. Now, the first thought I had was not about like, oh, perfection and a wish come true. It was about you giving so much. The divine masculine views the divine feminine of as trying to do everything, trying to put all the work in, being completely open and vulnerable. We already have that energy here with the leaning forward. And that just goes along with what I've been picking up, which is that the masculine is almost triggered by your kindness. You're possibly also reminding the masculine, divine masculine, of someone from their past that has done them wrong. I forget the exact description I had read in there, but it was a pretty, like, it sounded like a messy situation. Okay, so then that's when I was like, what's going on with the masculine and the karmic, or their karmic, or the other person that they're with, whatever you want to call it. The main card that came out is the moon card. Okay, so then the cards came out very awkwardly. We have the magician showing. I wasn't picking up too much energy, but I do feel like it's there. Like there is some sort of deception, trickery. And then we had these three cards here, Fallout. And what I got from this is, with whatever situation your person may be dealing with, whether or not it's a person, a lover, a wife, some sort of a marriage situation, this person doesn't know how to handle that situation and wants to avoid a tower situation. It looks like it has to do with something that they are committed to, whether it be finances, but we know on here, we know it's probably a wife or a husband, or, a marriage situation. We also had the judgment card come out, but that tells me that this person needs to take a good look at what exactly they're trying to avoid in that. So then when I asked, what should the divine feminine do to get peace of mind in this situation? This is how the cards came out. There's a couple others showing up. I'll show you after. So honestly, there's an energy of closure for some of you. For some of you, like, you will know if you're giving too much to this person and they're totally being very immature. And I don't put the divine masculines down ever, because I do feel many of them are going through a lot, or like just like everyone, right? But there's a time, listen, this is how it goes. You get a chance to do something with someone or to do a situation. And when it starts turning sour, you are really truly supposed to make the best decision that you know to make. And if you don't, which usually it would be, not put up with it, walk away, speak up right away, right? Like right from the beginning. And usually, if you don't and you stay there, you just continue this cycle. But it will continue forever until you do what you're supposed to do. And it's kind of like, now it's gone on for so long, you know what you have to do. And it's literally saying, end this cycle so love can come in. What love is it? I don't know yet. But there's the Lovers and the Chariot. So it's about ending a karmic cycle. And I'm not saying this person's your karma or your karma. Well, I'm not saying they're not. It's all karma, right? So let's see what else. And we also had the Sun card. Okay, we had the Death card sticking out here with the Sun card. And I didn't even notice, but there's the Three of Swords behind the Death card. It's almost like when you end any confusion or heartache, you go into clarity. You really do. Once you let something go, there's a strong energy here of Leo, and you don't have to be a Leo. It's about embracing Leo energy, and it's love energy. It's clear, it's focused, it's strong, it's powerful. This card just happened to drop, and it's the Hangman. Getting out of that situation, right? Making a choice. So let me just pack these cards, and we're going to start fresh and see what's going on. I was guided to get this deck, but after clearing it, I will mention that the last card when I was clearing it was the Death card. After clearing it, I just didn't feel a connection to it, but let me just run it through once, and we'll start with I am getting shivers, so maybe there is a message that's supposed to come out. I don't know why. Just felt like things changed. Let me see. What breed are you? Hybrid, something exotic. What's going on here? Is everything okay? I wasn't checking I get very distracted. Well, I definitely don't have an OnlyFans account. If you're talking to me, I don't know who you're talking to. In fact, just give me 1 second, everyone. And thank you for being here. But I have no moderators, so I'm just going to do my own. Anyhow, who is on here? Sorry I had to start early. I feel like no one that's usually on here is on here today. Maybe that's why I had to start early. I feel bad because I'm sure a lot of people were planning for the 7:30, but it's okay. I had to. So yeah, let's see what this deck is saying. I'm going to pull out the cards and we'll go through them after. I'm going to start with what the overall energy this person thinks of you. What do they think your energy is? What's in their head, right? Because we're dealing with someone who's coming up as Peter Pan. And in the Peter Pan card, it talks about, yeah, we can all stay young at heart, but there's some people that truly just, they don't want to be tied down. They want freedom. And anything, this part isn't in the card, but anything that makes this person think that they're not going to have freedom, that's what I get scares them. And on top of that, this person, what I get, they think that the divine feminine is wearing a mask. And that's why I shouldn't have put those away. Oh no, it's right here. That was how, like, it goes with this. There's someone that's done them wrong. And there's something about you and your kindness, but then they're like, no, I can't trust it. It's like a red flag, but it's not red, it's blue. And it puts them in their mind, right? So if you remind your person of someone, maybe your person said, like, you remind me of my mom, So how this person, what they think your energy is, what their energy is. We'll just get 3 cards for now and see what they say. I'm not going to take, sorry, this deck is so old. I still love it. Still a great deck. Thank you. But it brings out many cards at once, and I want one card. We'll take this. Okay, we got 2 there. So, are you kidding me? Once again, we're sitting here with this energy of intuition and insight. It's just an energy that's been coming up nonstop. You're being asked to follow your guidance. So what energy does the divine masculine think the divine feminine is in? So when they think of you, what are they thinking? You got the Wheel of Fortune. But I almost think with this image, like, your person doesn't know what to think. Your person is almost thinking that you could be anything. You could surprise them. It's Wheel of Fortune, right? So anything could happen at any time. You could be showing one face or acting like an angel, but you maybe are not. You could be trying to end something for them. That's interesting because it's a 10. That's all about endings, right? This person, they may also see you as a bit of a dreamer or a bit of someone who is like, I don't want to say la la land. I don't know how else to put it, where you're just positive because it's big, happy change. You might be too much of a happy change for this person that you're dealing with. I really just get this vibe when I was pulling the cards that for a lot of people on here that are viewing this video, and maybe that's why I came on early, you are on a different level than your person. You really are. So you need to keep that in mind. And it's not that your person's a bad person, but you're on a different level, okay? So let's see. What is the energy your person's in? The 8 of Action. That is the 8 of Wands. I do feel like your person isn't sitting still. I do feel like your person is always on the move, trying to fix things. So, like, fix other people's problems is what else I'm getting. Now this also talks about something else because this goes back to the first comment on here. And she mentioned that when she needs him, what is it? When I need him, he's not there, but he's there for other people. The divine masculine and the divine feminine connections, I truly feel are meant to be so independent. And, you shouldn't have to be. You should be able to depend on the other person. Everything should be like loving. But I do feel, especially in the beginning stages, if you're not independent, this is going to be a problem because it's just adding to the triggers. It's adding to exactly what the divine masculine is running from. And the worst part about it is that for some of the divine feminines, You're very independent and all you want is some love. You just want like, you know, you in your mind, you're like, I just want to spend some time with my person or something like that. I just want to conversate with my person. And they think that you want so much more. I'm not quite sure why. Maybe because they're just making it up in their childlike mind, in their two minds, right? So let's see what the final two messages are here. We have the guardian of emotion. Yeah, that's the king. And we have the ace of thought. You know what it says in this card with this masculine energy? You're surrounded by people that you can trust, that love you, that have the best of intentions for you. You can rely on advice given to you. But guess what? I feel like this person doesn't see that. Like just the fact that it says that, I feel like that's why this person is so, it's the boy, right? Um, this person doesn't trust themselves. There's something like that. Like deep down inside, I'm just getting that from the last sentence here. It says these characteristics can be within yourself. Um, it's like whatever this person doesn't trust about you, it's because they don't trust it about themselves. So this probably causes a lot of overthinking. I feel like these are actually advice for your person, which is to trust deep down inside. They do know the truth, which is that you are just very caring and loving. You're not trying to trigger them. Let's clarify that energy that I'm picking up because I find that very interesting. Okay. That literally I'm picking up someone's face triggers the person that you're in love with. And it's almost like it turns into a bullseye to be mean to you. Something weird. Okay, so we have the Four of Swords here. The one thing I could say is this could be someone that passed. With the Hierophant, it could be the person, I'm just going to say it. Maybe this person, no, I think this person hasn't let go of someone, but I'm just going to say that for some of you, you may actually look like their ex or maybe their wife. Like, let me know if I'm wrong because I really feel like you're looking like someone just a bit. Something about you is reminding them of something they don't want. And it's not your fault. So let me get that. It's not your fault. The Seven of Swords. Like this person is just freaking themselves out. Okay, let's get into that. I don't know. I'm curious. Karma. So I do feel that this person was in a situation from the cards I'm sticking out with a karmic. One second. Gets a little deeper, guys. So with a karmic from maybe childhood or that they were with for a long time, it could actually be the person that they're with and now if it's a wife. But get this, I'm seeing the Star card. So remember the energy the masculine sees you as is the Star card. There's someone from their past, the Star and the Moon, and the Six of Cups that hurt this person. They could have taken from them. They could have put a lot of effort into them, and it was a karmic. It's not your fault. There's nothing you can do that this person cannot separate the two situations. What else? It kind of leaves you in question now what to do because that's what I'm asking. What are you supposed to do with this? Oh gosh. So this person is worried if they put work into this. And especially what I'm getting is if they match the level of effort or love or whatever that you put in there, that they're going to be trapped. This is just something that this person has made up in their mind. Eight of Swords and the Eight of Pentacles. So they block you out. I think they block a lot of people out actually. 7, 8, 9 of Swords. This person may have anxiety. Remember I mentioned this person may have a mental, like something going on. What could it be? I don't know. I'm not saying like this person, but look at what came out. The 7 of Cups. A lot of confusion in your person's mind. And it looks like it could be from a past situation that they still have not let go of. And it haunts them. Oh my gosh, why is this message coming out? Because it is haunting them. Because probably what I'm guessing, oh, I'm guessing why this message comes out is because what my first thought is that there is like this person loves you. Maybe you need to know that. Maybe that's going to help you realize. But look at this person is not, I mean, I'm seeing the king and it is trying to come out here, right? But with the devil, I want to separate. Yeah, this person's not ready yet. They're not grown yet. This person is still focused. I don't think that this person is trying to, I just think this person has dreams that they want to conquer. That's what I pick up. I don't think they're trying to like sleep around with everyone in the world or anything like that, even though they are coming up as a king of wands. They want to take action. Remember, they came up as the Eight of Wands energy. They want to build things, go places, do things. And it is kind of showing. I'm just telling you, like, oh my gosh, you can't make this up. It is kind of showing that this person may come back one day and try to work things out with you. Even the Three of Pentacles is sticking out here, and that's about working something out. It doesn't mean you're going to take them. And I'm not ever saying wait. You might go and find yourself some new one. It's like someone else. You might have a reunion with someone else that makes you happy. You could have a lot of choices. I actually see that many of you, you may actually go back to someone else. This is kind of a specific reading. I find that interesting because I feel like I came on for someone, and that does happen. Let's see what is happening down here. Oh my gosh. Yes. What's going on? He actually said those words to me? Which ones? Emotionally immature. And the fairy tale ending. Yeah, I hear you, Travisa. I don't know if you're new here or whatever, but it doesn't matter. I hear what you're saying. You want the fairy tale ending. I love him and he knows it. And that's the problem. I think that that is becoming the problem because you have to remember also that no matter what, even like twin flame, not twin flame, a way to get someone's attention, especially a masculine who's coming up as this fiery energy. You know what? Look at this. I bet that that was the energy you were when this person met you. I bet you if they weren't really looking at you, you weren't really looking at them either. Like you were both strong, you were both powerful, you were both confident, you had goals, you had things. And I'm not saying you don't now because I feel like a lot of people on my channel now do. They're doing things now. Like if not, they started, 2 years ago. But this person, I do feel that this person still is a bit attached to either their childhood or their childlike ways. Look how these cards are facing each other. So there is also with the devil card that deceptive energy. You could be dealing with the nicest person in the world and they can still, and I'm hearing be a dog. Okay, I don't say dog, but snake. I'm hearing all the animals now. But you could be dealing with the nicest person in the world, but they could still have some sort of a naughty streak, like something, I don't know, guys. An ego is what I'm getting. And that would go with the fire energy. And it's like, I can play the, it's like maybe this person thinks you're playing games with them. I'm telling you, behind the green woman is the Queen of Shadows. Behind the Queen of Shadows is temptation. What does that tell me? And now I'm seeing the returning. What does that tell me? That this person, he or she really thinks that you may be like the last one or one of the people from their past because maybe you look alike. Look at how these two energies look alike. They are totally different. This is a divine feminine. It's actually called divine feminine in the book. So you guys kind of look alike. And what happened with this one is this person was tempting. This person went for it. Things didn't turn out. And now this person may think that their karma has returned to bite them in the butt or something like that. So I think I picked up on that energy for a reason. I don't know. I think that that's the message here, guys. Like, I came on early. I almost feel like I'm supposed to come back on for someone else at 7:30. What time is it? 6:42. I just walked in the door and found you live. Hi, oh, hi, Mark. I just read your comment. Hi, Mark. How you doing? This was a very specific message, and I came on early. I was supposed to come on at 7:30, but I would love to know if it resonated, you know? Sorry, I didn't know I had to like just shut someone off. They're probably not here now, but I just sometimes can't monitor on my own. If you're new, when I first began YouTube, I got hackled like by swarms of people. It was the craziest stuff. I think one time there was 50 hecklers on here when I was trying to do a reading. That was many years ago. Um, so yeah, watch from the beginning, Mark. Okay, I'm gonna get off. Hi, Andrea. Um, you are from my Patreon. I think if you're from my Patreon, I saw that you joined the live meeting, but it was over when you joined. I almost feel like I'm supposed to give someone else a reading, guys. Okay, let me just pull a couple cards here and see what's going on. I feel like that first message is it's pretty specific. I'll timestamp this then, actually, and make 2 separate readings. Let's do it. Let's see what's supposed to come out here. I hope everyone's having a good December. I feel like people are trying their best, right? Remember to be thankful for every dollar you spend or that comes in. Just bless it. Wow, got the Ace of Cups. There's the first message. Sorry, my eye is itching all the something. All of a sudden, it may be because of the first energy I was picking up is like that there's something that you know. And I thought it was me that I was going to tell you, but I think it's for you. And I think it has to do all of a sudden my eye is like freaking out. I'm getting itchy all over all of a sudden. That's so weird. My nose and everything. There's something you know. You might get like these nudges. Follow your gut instincts. Okay, guys, I want to see oh my gosh, you ready? Let's see what's under here because I think it's something, another one. Oh my gosh, I'm all of a sudden feeling very emotional. This is so bizarre, guys. I think something huge, there's something you know. Um, you're about to meet or bump into your destiny. There's something like this. You have to you don't have to necessarily let someone go. There's something to do with you have to open your eyes about something and be clear, is what I'm getting here. My eye is so itchy, but it's so like not nice to see someone scratch their eye. So I'm just handling it. But there's something here about you have to open your eyes and just be clear. And it may involve, oh my gosh, guys, it may involve cutting people out or a person out. And guess what I'm getting here? Because it's the blue. I'm picking up the colors here. The blue, it's the exact same blue as this blue. There's different blues here. You have a very strong connection coming in for some of you. For some, maybe the message might connect to the last one because I didn't want to say it because I just want to like let you guys live. But I truly felt, I didn't want to like dig into this, that you have something that's a very, very, very strong connection coming. But to see this, it tells me like once again for it to come up, even if it's separate messages, it's true. It's almost like you've gone through a lot. Oh my gosh, what is going on with your reading? It's so bizarre. It's almost like the cards are almost repeating themselves, but in a different way. I'm seeing it's almost a surprise. It's like you have a very special connection coming in. It's kind of hidden. It goes back to that 10 of Cups. Remember when I said like back in the other one about that karma, and the karma was within making a choice. It's, I'll tell you from experience, guys. Once you truly make a choice, and I'm telling you because I've done it. This one's from my own experience. And I'll use something else, not even the one I was about to tell you. I had someone I really liked like years ago when I was younger. Forever. We were karmics, we were catalysts, we were whatever we were. And now we're at peace with each other and we don't talk. And when I moved on with someone that was a very like genuine, caring, beautiful person. I remember one day I sat in my bed and at our place, mine and my person's place, and I said to myself, like, I am truly happy and I will never think of that other person again. And I really, really meant it. Like, I'll never like worry about that ever again. It was years, right? And guess what? Right then, the person called me. It had been a very long time because I had been with my other person for a while, but because that other attachment was still there, right? Like, I don't know, there just came a moment I took a deep breath and I said, that's it. And you know what? I actually, when I was a realtor, I helped, or never mind, I worked with a lady and she was really unique. She was really special and she was in love. She was definitely in a twin flame situation. Back then, I didn't know about twin flames. And she had told me once, I didn't see her for a long time. I had given her some advice and she was so happy about it. And she told me that she had made peace and she pulled over. There's this guy that she was so in love with, and she just let him go. And she's like, Jen, I really said that's it. Like, done. She let it go. She took a breath. And right when she took the breath, he called. They ended up working together, not getting together, but working together. And he admitted all these different things and how he cared about her. And like, it's very interesting how when you commit to a new decision and moving forward, you will be surprised what comes in to fill the void or to show you that you did the right decision. Like, that person didn't call me as soon as I said that for no reason. That was, and it wasn't a call actually. It was a text. It started with a text. I don't even think we talked like just through text. It wasn't a call. Um, but I remember like my heart, I felt it in my heart to read what he was saying, which is that I was a very special person and he cared about me, all these things. Didn't matter. Thank God I moved on, right? So you'll be surprised what's happening here. I can't tell you if it's that same fire sign coming back or not. But like, look at what we have here. This is about something coming in. For me as a tarot reader, to see a six next to a nine talks about a flip in something. Now, the Six of Pentacles does depict three people. It also depicts the scale. Remember, we were talking about the karmic energy. The Justice card, which represents karma for me as a reader, has a scale and a sword. Um, and remember, like we have this sword energy here, but never mind. Let's just move forward. So there's something changing here. There's a switch in the energy. And then look what we have. Oh, we have, that same Queen of Wands. Okay. And then what else do we have? We have the Three of Wands and then the King. No, it's actually quite heavy. I'm sorry. And the cards are just speaking. And then, oh, to make it better, right? Because if you remember the first part, the first reading, the king looking at his old self, right? His child self. So does this mean, because what I'm getting here, because we had that travel energy, it's right here still, it's right here with the devil. So this person still, I'm hearing like what, oh, I'm seeing the pentacles. Like, let me just show you what's coming up here. The Seven of Pentacles as well, which is right in front of me right now, the devil and the Two of Wands. Now look how I'm going to add this up. I feel like in this energy, this is the person searching for something. Who knows what they're searching for? To complete all these goals, to do all these things. The quest never ends. And that's why people need to start practicing being happy with what they have. The quest will never end. It's proven. Everyone knows it. You reach one height and you want to go to another. And unfortunately, for a lot of your persons, like the people on here on this channel, your person is doing that too, constantly making these goals. And it's like they're running from something, right? So we have this energy kind of the runner, kind of the grown Peter Pan syndrome. But then guess what? I feel like here this person realizes that something is not right. Why? Right? Because there's a wand missing. That's one situation. And here's the other one, is that your perfect match F's up by, chasing some who knows what goal of some sort, and you move on. That's another option, right? I do see that this person will realize, regardless, probably that what they keep on working on or investing in, it really it's like this, okay, this is my example. For example, if you invest in Bitcoin, Bitcoin is like gold, or if you invest in gold, right? You don't get to take the gold out and melt out a little bit for your pocket change, or you know what I mean? It's not like that. You put it away. And then some people might come to the realization, oh, anything could happen at any time. It's not really that fun when everything I've done is like invested and put away, and I only get this little bit. Just saying that may be something that this person realizes. So let's go back here to this original message because it was about kind of opening your eyes. Look at that. We have the Six of Wands. Whatever it is or whoever it is coming your way, it really does look like it could be someone different, finally. And I'm not saying finally, but I just wanted to see like what's up here. Because I think you're definitely going to have this fiery energy possibly coming here trying to switch things up. I feel like some of you, you may have a possible soulmate out there, and it's a surprise once you open your eyes. It could be right in front of you. And then for others, there's possibly a King of Cups that you're reuniting with. So this could be, it could be that fire sign grown up and maybe finally in their love. I'm also seeing an air sign with the Justice card as well. It could be someone that walked away and they come back. True. Regardless, it looks like you're getting a chance to do it right. I got the message. Like you're getting a chance to take everything you've learned and be successful. So that's kind of like beautiful. So, hi Christina. Hi everyone. I'm happy. Find himself. Yeah. You know, you got it, Andrea. Like it's not just it is about finding themselves, but it's also about getting out of Peter Pan. And I can't guarantee that every person look at what keeps on coming up. There's this very immature energy, and you know why? I honestly feel it's because a lot of you are so caring and giving, and this person knows it. So it's like they think you're crazy. This is my card for this person thinking love is crazy, or maybe sometimes thinking they're crazy. The guy's talking to the fish. Look at what he's wearing. It's just, so he's like, what is this? Like, this person's crazy. It's unfortunate. It is not your fault at all. It's unfortunate that that scares someone. And I have a feeling it's because they had some sort of a commitment in the past. I mean, I don't even know. I want to see. Thought that was the Three of Swords. I mean, I don't even know if I'm pulling a card here. Just here goes back to that two minds energy with the Five of Wands. You know what else I get? Sometimes this person goes through phases where they actually really want to reach out. What's this person hanging on to? They're hanging on to their own blockages, by the way. How far back does that go? I'm not quite sure, but they're hanging on to their own blockages. Like it's them. They're doing it themselves. Everything is happening to them. This person's making it more difficult for themselves by not letting go of something. For some of you, you do have to kind of let go of something or like something so that your person maybe can do it too. Yeah, look what just came out to tell me. And I was looking at the Ten of Wands, the card that was for you. There's something here, guys, where a lot of our energies are connected. It's not a joke. Like, look at, we even have the Temperance here. These are two energies connected, like that's what I'm seeing right now. There's, so many people, they did have a closure at some point. Like I remember maybe last year or something, everyone was on a vibe of closing things out, but people got back together without the person changing. And I think that that's a lot of problems here. It doesn't complete the cycle. And on top of that, you didn't, or some, like, some people didn't really make this person work for it. I guarantee if you don't freaking answer the phone or you do your own thing, that's more important. Like as soon as you shift your energy, they call. And okay, fine. Maybe it's not as soon and this and that, but like shifting your energy benefits you no matter what. So, and you have to truly shift it. I almost feel like some of you wanted to put, I don't know, like something over your eyes about the situation. And I'm not saying your person's a bad person. I'm saying that you need to go for something else. That's all. There might be tons of offers around you that could involve like something you're very passionate about that pays off very well. If you could just take those blinders off and you're not going to believe why is it now you're like the king and queens of aces, whoever's on here? I think a lot of viewers are females, but we just got the ace of abundance came first, and we had the ace of swords there at the bottom. Um, this could be about wonderful news coming your way to help you with plans, resources involving money, advice, or assistance. Get things, you're going to get things done. A good time to start a new venture, career change. You know what? I heard the best saying today on my Patreon. I did a reading for them, and it was a card I never had. And we were reading from the book. I was reading from the book, and it said the second journey. And I was just like, oh my God, that is pretty powerful. I think it was number 33. And it was about someone, it's time to go on a second journey now. And I was like, whoa. So maybe this will be something more like a second journey, whether it be with this person or with someone else. Um, I do feel like a lot of you, once you move on and just whenever it comes, right? Whenever it comes. But I feel like you're going to get a second chance to get like the level of love you had with this person, wanted with this person. You know, for a lot of the situations that I read for, yes, you want it with this person, but if they cannot give it to you, it's so sad. And I pray, I wish everyone got with their twin that I read for. We get a lot of great coincidences and synchronicities and people together, yeah, and calmness and the readings help, but not everyone gets to be with their twin. There's been some really sad stories like I've read for some people, and there's been a lot like for long term, and there's been some sad stories. Like it just didn't work out, and the person had to walk away and they had no choice. And guess what, though? I will say this I'm thinking of three main women that I worked with for over a year for each of them. And two of them I don't work with anymore because they're doing so well. They're doing so good. But they broke free, they left, and they're literally their careers, both of them doubled. The other lady, too, like everything got amazing in their life. They found their own life purposes. One of them, she was meant to go on this path to basically like bring down some corruption, not with her person, nothing to do with her person, but had she not had the situation with her person, she wouldn't have been in this organization and finding all this stuff out. So sometimes your purpose to meet your twin is to change something in the world, but not necessarily together. And that's just the way it is. Like, just make peace with what is now and knowing that keeping yourself happy and in the best vibe is the best thing to do, and what's meant to come is going to come, and it's always going to be something that works out for you. At least know that. At the least, just know that even if it was an argument with someone or a bad situation, it will work out for you one way or another. It's very like it's probably repetitive. Probably everyone says that, but I got it from my dad. My dad says that. He's like, always just know that whatever happens works out for you. So whenever like we're like stressing, for example, we were building our like we bought a piece of land and we didn't know what was happening, and we had bought this mobile home to put on there, and we're like, you know what? Because like the mobile home was lost somewhere, all this stuff. We're like, don't worry, it's gonna work out. Everything's gonna be fine. We just let it go. When we got there, everything was taken care of. It was on the property. It was perfect. Like no one was there. Everyone just did it and left. They did their job and left. And that's when I really started believing, you know? So just have faith. Spot on. You guys look like hi, Alicia. I always feel like I'm saying that name wrong. um, yeah. Well, to be honest, it's very bizarre, and I've heard one other tarot reader's explanation. She seemed to like know a bit about what I don't know, whatever. She seemed to know a bit, but she had mentioned um, something about like sometimes they're with someone, and it's kind of like the test for them to be with you, like because there's that challenge, like why do they look alike and all this weird stuff. I don't know. For me, I personally I would hope someone doesn't take some like, I hope I don't look like, someone else's ex or anything like that. I don't like that. None of my exes look the same, actually, not at all. And it's because I don't have a look. I have a feeling. So every single one of them look different, of all sorts, of all sizes, of all heights, of everything. Like, but yeah, that's one thing I find interesting. Like, I don't have a look, um, because I always go for a gut feeling, and that's it. Mm. Oh, hi, Ryan. Well, I always thought it was Ryan Travel Vlogs. It's Rida. Ah, Lifeline Rida. Hi, Sunny Gemini. Yay. We have, yes, another Gemini. Hi, Andrea, again. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. I don't know what the seven is, but I've been seeing a lot of sevens today. So that's really interesting. I feel like I may have had something else that had seven. Um, Thank you, Travissa. I'm happy I came on early because I just was worried as well that I'm going to run out of energy because I had such a busy day today. And I'm like, I don't know. So I came on early and now I seem to have energy, which is so nice. And that's why I love, love, love. Oh, you didn't mean to write it. Amazing. I love that I came on here and this message actually turned out great. There was just something else I was going to say. Mm, I don't know, guys. If you want, if you're not on Patreon, you were on Patreon. Thanks. Yeah, that was a pretty deep message, Renee. Like, I woke up today and I just got so much info. It was, but the whole, actually, the last couple, I need to check more what's going on planetarily because I definitely get influenced sometimes out of nowhere. I'll stutter so much. And it's just like, definitely doesn't have to be Mercury retrograde. There's some other stuff out there that affect me. But today, it's like truth serum. It's seriously truth serum coming out. And it's not in a bad way. It's just like, you know what? Enough is enough about certain things. It's time to be honest. It started first thing in the morning. There was someone on YouTube, and they put a thumbnail that said warning or something like that. And I was just like, you know what? I'm tired of seeing these scary ass low vibe warnings. Like, can you please not? Because this person is actually a good person. They just put warning on everything so that like people get scared and click on them. And I'm just like, really? I don't understand. And guess what? Other people agreed and liked it and commented. So I feel good that I finally said something because I'm always like, oh, I don't want to say something on YouTube. Like, what if, like, I don't know, people get mad at me or something? And I'm like, too bad. It's the honest truth. I don't want to see warning in the morning. Like, please don't. So yeah, it started there, and then it just everything was happening. Oh, is there some solar flares? Oh gosh. And also remember, I did my fast. I've changed my diet since then. It was only about 50-hour fasting I did, but I will tell you, it already lowered my sugar cravings. My sleep isn't perfect yet. I am still waking up in the middle of the night, but I don't eat now after around 7-ish. So today it might be different because I didn't eat before this because I don't like to eat before I do readings. And that sucks because sometimes I go so long without eating. But I haven't been eating after 7-ish. So for 2 days now, I've just not ate, but I am still waking up a little bit hungry. Um, so yeah, I feel like I have more clarity would be the best way to say it. I can hold more knowledge in. I'm totally studying in my spare time right now, and I'm taking it all in. So yeah, I feel like fasting. I'm going to recommend it. Try it out, look it up, do your research, just go on a water fast. And I would recommend at least 24 hours. Just try it out. Okay, at least if you can't do 24 hours, 18. Try 18. Half of them you're sleeping. Do it in a way that you can like eat and sleep for most of it. Oh, you're starting Friday. Yay. Congratulations. Honestly, people, if you guys fast, everyone I know that did a serious fast, which I haven't, but the people that inspire me to, and even people that teach it, they say that they had such a profound spiritual connection. So that's what I want to work my way towards. That's why I've been committing myself to things like I'm committing myself to the Patreon on Mondays for the whole year 2022. I'm trying to commit myself to Tuesdays and Thursdays, and we'll see what happens, right? But that wasn't one of my like serious commitments. My Patreon was, but I also want to commit to things like fasting. Like we don't need to eat that much food, and that's not why. Because I want to know that I can actually do something that's healthy for me and like commit to it. Fasting is a brain thing. And I hear that after the third day, which I didn't make it to, but after the third day, you don't have like you don't have those cravings, you don't have all that. I don't know. I've heard both. Obviously, it can go both ways. But I hear that you get a spike of energy because I'll tell you, the second day was so lethargic.